Hello everyone on YouTube. It's been a long time since I last created a video, and this video is not a tutorial, and it's something like just a welcome back message for all of you guys who subscribes and follow me on Facebook. I guess I haven't really much logged in, and I felt like doing a warm up by creating this video just so I will feel a little bit more confident on creating new tutorials. I mean, English is not my language, my native language, and therefore, after quite a long time that I haven't spoke this language, it's getting a little bit frightening to get back into it. So it's just making things a little bit harder for me, so I can get into this situation where I started to create tutorial and always I will have to pause, stop the recording and recreate it all over just because of language issues, which sometimes I feel are like, just funny. But anyway, so as for some of you, I'm gonna speak a little bit about my new setup and a little bit about Maya 2016. Basically, three things about Maya 2016 which bothered me right away whenever I installed it, and a little bit about my computer and why I chose to work with, you know, Mac OS installed on this PC machine. So, um, first of all, about my new setup. I'm gonna open here the Apple, about this Mac, and as you can see, the processor is i5 3.5. Basically, this is if I can see a little bit more information about this, I'm gonna show you. Let's see, CPU. Where are you, CPU? I'm not sure that I can see the CPU, but anyway, you can see it's i5 3.5 gigahertz and gigahertz and blah 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 blah. I can't really find anything related. Okay. Uh, Never mind. Never mind. Let's leave it. Just be aware that this is 4690K i5, which is the the little brother of the anniversary edition, which called Devil Canyon. Okay, so it's pretty strong processor, not like the one before I had, which was also an i5, but it was like the first series of um, processors. So I'm pretty satisfied with this, specific ch- choice, yeah. And adding to it, I bought a new two RAM sticks, okay, which are Hyperx Fury Kingston, which this is the speed reading of them or writing or whatever, and they are DDR3. Also, from my oldest setup, which basically this is where I left you. This is where I left you last time. It was when I bought this graphic card. So it was a GTX 750 Ti 2 gigs, okay? And on top of that, there is the motherboard, of course, which is Asus H97I-Plus, okay? And there is a one 60 gigabyte, 62 gigabyte SSD, which is SanDisk, and another two internal um, hard drives. Each is terabyte, 1 terabyte, and both belongs to Western Digital. One is Caviar green, and the other one is Caviar blue, if it's the name, I'm not sure. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, the only thing that I do want to talk about is the case itself. So probably some of you watched watched the pictures that I posted. So you've seen the case. It's a mini ITX kind of case. I'm going to show you some features. I'm going to talk a little bit about it because it's really important. Some of you probably um, as they seen this case probably also wanted to know a little bit more about it. So this is the case. You can see you can grab it on the end and take it to whatever you want, like LAN parties or whatever. And one thing that you really want to know about this case, is that you can't really mount any DVD optical drives. So no DVD drives for it. You can't really burn CDs or whatever. So just bear this in mind. But the plus in this, you can mount a GTX Titan or whatever, okay, inside it. So it's big enough to hold this card inside. And as you can see here, this is where your power supply is going in. This is where the motherboard ports are pinging out. You have a turbo fan, which has 3 different speeds, okay? 2 USB slots, of course, microphone and headphones, and you have a restart button here and a power button here. Now, from from here, you can see we have the big fan, which is here. This is a 140 millimeter fan and a 120 from the back. Okay, so your entire airflow is going from the front to the back, and this is how it looks. The front fan has um, LED, I don't know how you call it, LED lamps, whatever. Okay, and one more thing which is really crucial for some of you probably. You can see here in this square shape there, okay, there is this is where your motherboard will sit, okay, on top of it. Now, from this side, you have a little button which you can tick and just switch, and it will, you know, it will cast light from a LED lamp that you have here on top of your motherboard. So whenever you want to handle with your motherboard or whatever goes inside here, you have this extra feature which you can turn on and off whenever you want. Okay, so except this, which it's the last thing I wanted to talk about. You have this profiles here. Okay, so if you see this picture here, you have this this GPU installed here. Okay, this is the left side of your, if this is the front, this is from the left side of your case, and here you have those 2 profiles. Now those 2 profiles, you can, I don't know, if you want, you can mount maybe a DVD drive. Okay, so that means that whenever you want it to be um, whenever you want to use it, you will probably need to open this up. But the real use for it is basically you can mount a water cooler device on top of this, okay, with 2 fans on top of this cooler device, and basically you will have a water cooler device for your CPU. So this is a very nice, very nice and neat and good looking case. If you want, you have the entire details here. So it's good to know before you pick a case to really take a review on it and to see that it really fits your own needs. Anyway, I happen to really like this thing. By the way, this grill here also can be opened, as you can see here. You just need to push it a little bit inside. There are those 2 things that holds it. So whenever you push it a little bit inside, then they got released. Okay, and yeah, that's pretty much for the case. So um, after this, we're gonna open Maya 2016 now, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about a few things. So um, at first time, whenever you're gonna open Maya 2016, this is what you will get. You will see all this thing, and of course I will untick the show this at startup because I don't want to see this. And the first thing that bothered me whenever I opened this, and some of you already opened my 2016 earlier, so even before me, so maybe you got familiar with your own things that bothered you about it. But at least for me, the one thing that already bothered me from the second that I opened Maya 2016 is that gray background here. So if you are as me got bothered with this, I don't know, because whenever you're gonna create a polygon here, um, wait 1 second. Whenever you're gonna create a object here, you will see that all of a sudden everything is at the same color somewhat. So sometimes you need a little bit more contrast to work with, or just a different background which will fit your needs. So in order to fix this, what you can do is simply press Alt, and while holding the Alt key, press B, and it will change. If you tap on the B once, you will get this background. If you tap once again, it will change to black. And if you tap once again, it will change to middle gray, like so, or bright and gray. Anyway, I prefer the original one, which I got used to work with. So this is for this thing. By the way, sorry, you can go over setting preferences here, window, setting preferences, and color settings. And here you can expand the 3D views and just pick your own desired color for your background. So it will be constructed from those three, okay? So just be aware of this, that this is also an option. Now, beside that, something which is really important to know is whenever you go over Autodesk Maya and you decide that you want to download Autodesk Maya from Autodesk website. So as not as like before, Maya 2016 won't come with Mentalray plugin built into it. So you want to go over and search for Mentalray, okay? Mentalray, I think like so, 2016. Just search for it. You can see Mentalray plugin for Maya 2016. Click on it, and you will have the three files, which one of them is for Linux, the other one for Windows, and the other one for Mac OS X. So for those of you who got bothered with this issue, you can go over setting preferences after installing it, plugin manager, and then you will see the Maya 2MR option here. Okay, now for you it will be Maya Mentalray. I don't know. I'm using Mac OS right now, so this is it's probably will be shown different, a little bit different than Maya 2MR. But anyway, this is how you can fix this. And except this, we have the sculpting tool, which I will slightly talk about something which is a little bit bothering, but for some of you, maybe it won't be that hard to figure this out. Anyway, I'm going to try and sculpt something, but before that, I'm going to add subdivision axes and subdivision heights to my geometry here. And okay, and close this. And I'm going to try and sculpt something using one of those tools here, of the sculpting tools, brushes or whatever they are. So we have the foam tool, or I'm going to check the grab tool, okay? And as you can see, you see a black circle, okay, where is my mouse cursor, right? Now, whenever you start Maya, by default, you won't really be able to see it because it will be bigger than what it is right now. So basically, what I'm doing, I'm pressing B, same B that you've done for the, like B for bottom. So click B, hold, and click left mouse click, hold and drag at the same time from right to left. So whenever you open Maya, it will be big such as this, so you won't be able to really see your brush size. Okay, it will be bigger than your screen and your viewport. And pay attention, I'm going to release them for a second. Pay attention to this area here. Whenever I'm clicking B and left click, hold and drag, you can see those numbers running there, right? So in your case, it will be 20. So think, if now this is 3, in your case, it will be something like 20. and it will take you much more time to hold on the B and simply start to minimize it until it will become something like zero point 0.5 or whatever. So if you have this problem, be aware of this. I'm going to press 3 to smooth preview this, and I'm going to use this tool. Okay, we ain't really talking about this, but I just figure out that if it bothered me from the start, so be aware that it probably will happen to you also as well. So yeah, that's pretty much for this little introduction. I know there is a lot more to it, and basically I will need to do my own exploration in order to teach you new stuff, but um, mostly I will deal with modeling and stuff that I already done at the past. Now, one last thing that I care about is um, my the reason why I preferred using Mac OS and not Windows. Basically, I bought a PC station, PC computer, and I installed a Mac OS Yosemite on top of it. Yosemite, I'm not sure how to pronounce this. Anyway, so the the main reason is that whenever I'm trying to render something in Maya, and if it's a really loaded scene and it's going to take ton of time to work with, to work on it, what will happen is that basically my computer will be, um, you know, a slave for this render. I won't be able to do anything else beside rendering, and everything will be very much laggy if I would do it inside Windows. Okay, so whenever I used Windows, every time when I wanted to surf the web, meanwhile it's rendering, everything became very laggy. The mouse cursors went very slow, and lags. You could see it just lagging from whatever side I chose to move it. And with macOS, it's not really happening. You have your own, um, you know, flexibility to do whatever you want, and macOS will handle your memory according to it, and simply, or CPU power, and simply gives you the flexibility to do whatever you want without being interfered by this render. But on the fly, your renders will slow down, okay? The process will slow down because you're using your computer. Now, I prefer this that way. I mean, if I have things to do with my computer, this is my only setup that I have, and other people inside my family are using other computers, I don't want to interrupt them. I don't want to take their seat or whatever. So I prefer using my own computer, and this is the best thing for me. So beside being, an awesome operating system, macOS really delivered with this feature, basically the best that I could ask whenever I'm using Maya. So anyway, I can't really, showing you exactly how it works. It's just working like that automatically. It's doing its thing, but this is one of the things that's really important for me. Anyway, if you would like to consider, I don't know, you would like to consider if installing Mac OS on your computer. So I don't want you to check out this website, a iatkos.me. Okay, it's a website belonged to a friend of mine, and he basically released following the years um, few releases. Okay, I'm gonna show you. You have the IATKOS Y, the IATKOS M, IATKOS ML2, IATKOS L2, IATKOS S3, and so on. So basically, this is I think this is the Snow Leopard, this is the Lion version, this is the Mountain Lion version, this is the Mavericks version, and this is the Yosemite version. Okay, now each one of those mainly supposed to be installed on other different systems. So if you have a really old machine, you probably want to check those two. And if you have a little bit newer machine like i5 or whatever goes in there, or you can start by checking all of them, okay, if they are good for you. What if you have i series processor? Now, because I'm using a new computer, of course I could use the Atcos Y, which is the Yosemite version, and it was perfectly fit to my setup. But the thing with iAtcos is that whenever you want to install one of them, the last two versions, um, they are considered to be delivered especially for you. Okay, so you will have to donate a small amount of $10 in order to get your own copy compiled especially for your own hardware. So whenever you get into install this, you will have much less trouble on doing so at first. Also, it will only fit to your own setup, so even if you will try to install it on your friend's computer, he won't be able to do so. Now, the reason they done this is because after 4 versions that they gave for free, okay, and a conversation between those team who work on it, they decided that the only way to really um, force in some way people to appreciate what they are doing and increase the donations is the way that they will compile a version that fits your own self hardware. So I think that this is where it really got meant, really. Um, I don't know. I was like, at first, I was really, really happy. And following these 2 versions, I see that they are consistent with this method. And basically, after trying installing 3 of those, I can tell you that these two really worth those $10. Okay, those $10. So first of all, if you gonna go into this, please, first of all, go to the main page of whatever version you want to try. You want to do some reading. Don't just go and donate and send your hardware specifications. You better read whatever there is to it there. Many words are talking about, first of all, which system this version is. So if, like, I don't know, for example, you have an AMD processor, you can forget about installing it from them. I mean, their distribution. So you can probably go and use some other distribution who deal with AMD, but this is just one example. But I really recommend you to check things one by one. Uh, you can even speak to me. I don't know, send me messages, and as long that it's not really taking much of my time, and you know what you are doing, you know how to install things, you know how to work with computers, you know how to install operating systems. So I don't mind to give you a hand and hints about whatever you're gonna do, and that's pretty much it. So be aware that this this distribution really works perfect. You can see everything here just working smoothly, no problems. I also have an HW monitor which can show you the entire temperature and stuff like that I have on my. Well, one second. Let's see where it is. Okay, so HW monitor will show the entire temperature of my CPU, of my RAM sticks, my GPU, if it will only work. I don't know, I think we have a little bit too many of them here. Too many icons? Nah, I don't know, HW monitor is refusing to open. Anyway, never mind. Um, Just one thing that I don't know why, what's the reason for it, but it did work earlier. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this new video that I decided to create for you guys. Just a warm up video, and I hope you were glad to hear me and just catching up. And from the next video, we will start to learn a few other modeling objects, and stuff like that. So until then, have a good day. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, I don't know, whatever, you can post them on under this video. Hopefully, if you will be kind enough, I will answer them. If you will be rude, I'll probably delete your uh, comments. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a very good day. Have a nice weekend, and we'll meet again. Okay, the next video. So bye.